What up, fam? Chief X, the God Best reincarnated with this common sense science. Check this out. I titled this, Is Mfundishi Telling the Truth About His History or Claims? Is Mfundishi's claims true? Now, this is a video from our brother Mfundishi explaining his history from his own mouth, so people won't think I'm making something up, okay? And my favorite sport is combat sports. I wrestled high school, did a little boxing when I was a youth. So I've been a combat sports fan forever. I know about the martial arts and titles, where they originate from. So I found what Mfundishi was saying to be false, personally. Okay? Now, he may need to answer to this. I'm not sure. That's on y'all. But I just wanted to get some clarity, and if he can answer some questions for us in a video one day. Okay? Also, he made the claim of having 2 doctorate degrees and 3 master degrees. I found no proof of that anywhere I searched. Okay? He made these claims. Let's go.
To talk to you about your connection to the martial arts. Now, I know that it's hard to compartmentalize the work that you've done. It's very hard because it's been wide-ranging. But definitely, you are one of the world's foremost masters of African martial arts. So we need to talk to you about that. We can't have you on the show and not have that.
Well, I've been a 6 times national, international champion.
That's right.
You know, so I've traveled all around the world to China, Asia.
Stop it! Now, he just told us he was a 6-time national and international champion. In Kung Fu, he's referring to. I found no proof of him being a 1-time national champ. If you're a national champ in a martial arts, it's going to be documented, trust me. Any national champ in wrestling, boxing, karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu is documented meticulously. Not only did I not find him being a national champ once, I haven't found him being a national champ 6 times, as he's claimed. Why do people make these claims? Why would someone do that and tell us that? And they didn't, and that wasn't an accomplishment of theirs. I don't know, I don't have the answers to it, but it seems deceitful to me. Let's go.
You know, I even won a grand championship in Puerto Rico, England. Okay, so, I started out in Bando, Burmese boxing. And that is very spiritual. They go to the drums, they get entranced, they do all those, and they don't try to hide that this comes from Africa.
Wow.
They are serious.
Stop it. It's not Bando, it's Bando. Bando, B-A-N. And they do call it Burmese boxing. But it has nothing at all to do with Africa. And no Burmese boxer, the Federation, will tell you anything about it coming from Africa. That's bullshit. That claim has to be proven. JHUTY cannot just make that claim and not ever show us evidence or proof of what he's talking about. Let's just continue, because this is a video full of misinformation.
It's about, their connection, to Africa, But their motto is that you should be able to take all you can dish out. Now, I can't take some of the stuff I can dish out. How do you tune your nose up to take a photo? How do you tune your eye out?
All that you can dish out.
And so that I'm not a follower of that philosophy anymore. The idea is don't take any punishment.
That's right. Learn how not to take
it. Because we used to practice punching each other, just taking stuff. That was a philosophy. And I went from Bando into Kung Fu. And I liked Kung Fu because I was
Nature-based
Hung Gar, right? And it had the hard and the soft. So I said, oh, I can relate to this, you know?
By the way, Kung Fu is a garbage martial arts in real time. I mean, it's good for like discipline, something to do, but in real time, it doesn't work. That's why the UFC came about, because they tested all these things, and Kung Fu artists got their ass whooped. It was so weak. It's not practical in a real time situation. Let's continue.
And I became I matriculated to an 8th degree master. You know, and
He just said he matriculated to an 8th degree master. Now, I guess he's trying to say an 8th degree black belt. Because there's nothing called an 8th degree master. Okay? Let's continue.
the Shaolin Temple.
Wow.
He said an 8th degree master in the Shaolin Temple. Did you hear him? We'll talk about that shortly.
But then in 1980, I went back to Tanzania and I got in touch with some ancient masters who said, we taught them that.
That's right.
Let me show you
That's
something.
right.
That's a lie. That's a lie. How is somebody in the 1990s going to tell you what somebody taught somebody thousands of years ago? People develop their own fighting forms. Okay? First of all, he's West African. I'm West African in bloodline. Shaolin ain't nowhere close. They wasn't traveling to West Central Africa to teach nobody nothing. Let's go.
And I saw people do supernatural feats.
Here we go.
So this is where I need to be.
Supernatural. He said, I don't know if he says it in this video, but he said he's seen somebody drive a long nail through their face and pull it out and be cool. Just as a trick. Just playing. What these supernatural crazy stories?
So I began to wing myself into the African martial arts. And by 1985,
Now, he winged himself into the African martial arts. There's no such thing as African martial arts. There's not. There's not. Bando, as you see here, let me just put this here. It's called Bando, not Bando. Okay? And yes, from Miramar, is Burmese martial arts, or some people may say Burmese boxing, has nothing to do with Africa. But, let's just continue on real quick. Kung Fu belts and ranking systems. I don't play, y'all. And you guys can read this, I'll add the links. But there's no such thing as the titles he's claimed in Kung Fu ranking systems. And two, he said he was a master and then he became a grandmaster. Okay. This goes into color structure and Kung Fu belts, novice belts, intermediate belts, advanced belts, degrees of black belts. So you get a black belt, you're not a master yet. You just get a black belt. Then there's degrees of black belts. After those degrees, then you become a master and then a grandmaster. After you, all these qualifications that he did not do. Let's just continue on real quick and get this over with.
I was a master in the African martial arts.
Wow.
And by 1992, I was a grandmaster and became an Mfundishi. So that's the titles do. My language.
There is no such thing as African martial arts. There's not. Let me just see if I can kind of show you guys. Different martial arts in Africa, oh damn, have titles and names. Why didn't he name what martial arts he's talking about in Africa? Africa is a continent full of countries who have different titles and names for their martial arts. They have Sudan wrestling, I forgot the name. Dambi, I think it is. He didn't name them. There's no such thing as African martial arts to become a master in. It's no such thing, y'all.
Is a master. And then Mfundishi is like a great grandmaster. So I was beautiful. Dr. Ben Dr. John Henry Clark, Haru Ankara Samaj, all of them were there at my crowning as an Mfundishi. You know, and so...
Now, I don't know what John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben got to do with martial arts, but anyway.
That was a title. So even though I have 2 doctor's degrees, 3 master's degrees in the Western world...
What did he say?
I don't call my... Even though I have 2 doctor's degrees, 3 master's degrees in the Western world, I don't call...
He said he has 2 doctor's degrees, 3 master's degrees in the Western world, meaning in Western education system, he obtained 2 PhDs or MDs, and he obtained 3 master's degrees. That's what he's claiming. Mfundishi is not a PhD or MD in anything, in any Western education system. Why would he say that to people? If someone can prove he has a PhD, not just a PhD, 2 PhDs, I will bless you. I will get on my knees and apologize. Why do people tell us these things? To make themselves look grander than they are. Why are so-called spiritual people just blatantly lying to us to get money for financial gain? And to make them seem like there's something there they're really not. He said that. I'm not wrong for pointing that out and wanting clarity. I'm not hating. I'm not disrespecting no elder. I'm not doing none of that. I'm a junior elder who's curious and wants clarity. I need answers. This is why I say y'all master teachers ain't my master teachers. My elders are people like my granddaddy, who worked 3 jobs hard. Retired from Northrop, was a bricklayer, had his own security company, and worked 3 jobs and showed an example to me of a working, hard-working black man who takes care of his family while my grandmother was a housewife. That's my elder and my example. True, honest men. I don't know who y'all elders is. I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. My elders are people like my daddy who got an award and worked at the post office for 50 years. He could have retired at 40 years. He did an extra 10 years just for the fuck of it. And got an award one time for not missing a day of work in 7 years. Can you imagine not missing a day of work in 7 years and you get an award from that at the post office? That's my elder, my daddy, and my example of a hard-working man who was honest. Never told me lies and made up shit and exaggerated about their history and what they done. They didn't tell me they had master's PhDs and they never did. They didn't tell me that. Those are my elders. Your elders are not my elders. I can call out who the fuck I want to call out. Let's go. This is what he's into. This is his book. Spiritual warriors are healers. What kind of healing? This book, Spiritual Warriors Are Healers, are about Kemet cash spiritual systems along the happy... Let me just read it without looking through the camera so I can read it fast. It is a book of our ancient story, the parents of civilization and creators of the metanetter, divine words and writings of the creator, divine math, science, architecture, herbology, and the science of healing using crystals. And they didn't use no goddamn crystals for no healing. You tell me what a fucking pretty ass purple rock, what disease is that gonna heal? He's teaching crystals heal you. These are not my type of elders. I'm not being disrespectful and I haven't insulted him, so save the bullshit. I cannot follow and listen to and believe people who are telling me crystals will heal you. Pretty rocks are going to heal you. Divine math, science, architecture, herbology, the science of healing using crystals and colors. Crystals and colors are going to heal you. See, I can't with y'all. I can't. Interesting, I'm not bullshit. Join Mfundishi JHUTYMS in a live stream crystal healing workshop. And he charges you for his crystal healing workshops. Everything is about money with some of you niggas. Lies and misrepresentation of history, misrepresentation of yourself for financial gain. Misleading black people for financial gain. Because it sounds good to you. Workshop 1, click here, add to your cart. Money, give me some money to fuck you over and mind fuck you. Huh? Let's go. Let's go. This is Mfundishi. This is not an African art. This is what he does. Consultations. Spiritual consultation. How much are you going to charge me for a spiritual consultation? Spiritual consultation, $200. Okay. I mean, you can do that. I'm not hating, but hey. He does ceremonies. That's fine. No problem with that. Initiation. Let's just click on how much he charged for initiation. Damn! For initiation, I'm gonna get charged $1,000. Comedic initiation, and I'm a West Central African. I ain't got nothing. My people ain't got nothing to do with Kemet, per se. My DNA goes to West Africa. So, This is just like, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me get back to, here we go. Mfundishi. People tell, oh, well, I looked it up. I could not find any championships in martial arts. Not one national or international championship. I use his title, Mfundishi Juhudi, but his full name is Hassan Kamal Salim. I looked up with every name he has. He has about 3 different names. Is a grandmaster in the Minchu African combat. There's no such thing. Healing sciences. I mean, family, I just need answers. I'm not hating.
Connection to
I'm not hating.
martial arts. Now, I know that it's hard to compartmentalize the work that you've done. It's very hard because it's been wide-ranging. But definitely, you are one of the world's foremost masters of African martial arts. So we need to talk to you about that. We can't have you on the show and not have that.
Well, I've been a 6 times national, international champion.
That's right.
In what? Now, if you say to somebody, I got a doctorate degree, people who really have a doctor's degree, they say, hey, I got a doctorate degree in psychology. I got an MD as a psychiatrist. Name what you have a doctor's degree in. And why wouldn't you name it? Deception purposes. Now, if you think if you think I got 2 PhDs and 3 master's degrees, you're more than likely gonna follow me and believe me when I promote something or sell something. More than likely. You're gonna think I'm accomplished, wise, and know what I'm talking about, and you're gonna think I'll never lie to you. Because I'm deep. Renuka Rashidi claims to be a doctor also. I asked inbox Renuka Rashidi one day, hey, can you have a conversation with us junior elders and some of our peers and shit like that? He blocked me. I was like, are you serious? He blocked me. Renuka Rashidi refuses to have a conversation with the younger generation. And there's a reason for that. Because he'd be lying too. And he doesn't want to build with us. If he builds with us, he's going to have to change some of his information and update some of his information. And then people are going to say, okay, he was wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. All of us were wrong and believed some bullshit when we came into the community. And we changed and evolved over time. I can right now say, have no problem saying, I was pseudo as fuck when I came into the conscious community. Even 5, 10 years ago, I was pseudo and believing some dumb shit. I had to correct myself and update myself and learn. All my peers have no problem saying that. But Mfundishi, Ruanoka Rashidi, these people will never say they were wrong, ever. They still teach the same shit they was teaching 20 years ago, even though it's been proven wrong. And I honor him. Mr. Mfundishi has some great teaching. He's a smart man, but he's wrong about a lot of stuff. He's a charlatan in certain areas, but he has some good information. I learned from him when I came into the community. I'm not no newbie. I've been here since 1992. I was following Phil Valentine and Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Jewel Pookrum in the 90s. And you got these newbies coming into the movement going to try to tell me about Phil Valentine, and they just fucking got into the movement 4 years ago. I'm damn near 27 years in. On jobs, after 20 years, people retire. That's why I used to be X-Man. That's why I call myself Chief X now. I'm a junior elder. You know, in Cali, we didn't do this fuck shit. My elders, when I got into the movement, my teacher is Mathuatar. His peer is Ashwar Kwesi, who lived in Los Angeles back then. He lives in Dallas now, but he lived in Los Angeles. So when I came into the movement, my elders was Mathuatar, Ashwar Kwesi, and Steve Coakley. I used to go to their lectures religiously. I was at debates with Ashwar Kwesi before there was a fucking YouTube and Sonetta TV. I'm not no new to this. Steve Coakley, Ashwar Kwesi, and Mathuatar, they didn't teach all that bullshit. In Los Angeles, motherfuckers wasn't about no damn crystal healings and chakras and all that old shit. We didn't do that shit here. So when I get on social media and Facebook and I see all this new shit y'all coming with, all this Hindu shit, it's like, what the fuck? And I research it and prove it to be wrong and prove it to be Hindu and not African, people mad. People's all fucked up because of people who consider people like this master teachers. I don't. No disrespect, that's just how I feel. Now,
you know, so I've traveled all around the world, to China, Asia. You know, I even won a grand champion.
I need proof he has 2 PhDs and 3 master's degrees. If you can't prove that, shut the fuck up.